Hello Virgo, Elsie here to do your reading. It is for the week ahead, my friends. Virgo, how are you? Thank you so much for clicking here. I've got the Kipper and the Lenormand here. We're going to use this for additional energy to the tarot. So Virgo, thank you so much for showing up here. If you are brand new, welcome to Ten of Cups Tarot. And if you'd like to stay, there is a subscription button in the bottom right-hand corner of this screen. If you decide to stay, thanks so much for doing that. And Virgo, if you're the ride or die, you're the one I'm reading for today, right? Now, you know, if you are someone who's been here before, you know that my readings are always for the week ahead, no matter when you find it, right? If you are here real time with me today, this is a reading for the end of September. All right, what else we got here? We got the Lovers in the future. All right. Tell me what else is coming up for Virgo. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Virgo. Okay. Well, we'll take the ones on the top then. 1, 2, and 3. Let's put the rest back. Let's find out what's on the bottom here. Ooh, some sort of a decision that's going to give you great balance here. I feel like when I see this card here in the Lenormand, it feels like you cannot make a bad decision. We've got the Queen of Diamonds in the bottom right-hand corner, and that's the Queen of Pentacles. And the Queen of Pentacles makes very solid, stable and balanced decisions, right? This is somebody who's used to having to make decisions, but is a good decision maker. We do have Lovers here. Interesting. Making a decision in love possibly here. Let's find out what's going on. We've got Great Fortune. Oh, we've got Thoughts. And we have Occupation. What else do we have here? We've got the Park or the Lee. We've got Rolling the Dice. Taking some sort of a risk here. We have Big Money. Look, I feel like, Virgo, I feel like something is happening with your money this week. When we see the fish are all about money. It's about having more, like these fish are breathing water, right? And it's like nourishment. It's something that's being sent to you from the universe. Card number 34 is a 7. 7s are about heaven for me. They're about divine intervention. So when the fish show up, it's about money or abundance. We do have the King of Diamonds, which is the King of Pentacles. Look, we have the King and the Queen of Pentacles. It does feel like somebody here is about to get some sort of, oh, look, they're both card number 34. What? Look, we have 3 7s. 7, 7, 7. You're about to hit the jackpot, Virgo. Look, there's some sort of risk or a roll of the dice that's going to happen probably in the week ahead. And I feel like you're going to gamble something, and I don't feel like it's a lot. Like, it doesn't feel like it's even financial. It could be financial with the fish showing up. But I mean, if it's a gamble, it feels like the gamble is maybe you leave a job and go to a different job, or that you take maybe you take a lateral move in the place that you're working in, and they're not going to pay you anymore, but you're going to have, maybe you're going to be like the boss of a group of people, or you're going to be somebody who is a leader of a group of people. Like, it feels like for some of you, the occupation is going to bring you more money. And I feel like the universe is telling me that you hit the jackpot. So even if it doesn't look like a jackpot right now, it could look like a lateral move. Maybe they're not going to pay you anymore, but I feel like it's something that leads to something huge. So we do have Thoughts. And so I feel like there is an opportunity. It could be for some of you that it is a financial or a work opportunity. It feels like that you are going to make a decision to roll the dice here. It feels like you're using your intuition. We have 6 and 5, which is an 11. And so it feels like it's the right time or an auspicious time for you to make some sort of a really good decision. It feels like somebody is bringing you some sort of an opportunity, and you're going to have to make a decision, but it's going to cause you to have to take a bit of a risk. Now, Virgo, I don't know if you're a risk taker unless you have some fire in the rising and the moon. Maybe you are a risk taker, but it does feel like here that it is something that you're going to have to think on. I don't think that you're going to answer about it right away. It's something that you're going to have to think on. But look, we have Great Fortune, and we saw all the 7s, and we have a decision that you're making that is going to be a good decision. I really do feel that you're making the right decision. For some of you, it's going to be in love. That this might be something that you're making a decision in love about, but it's going to work out incredibly well. this thought here, it could be somebody that you're thinking about, maybe somebody you're thinking about taking a risk with. This card number 20 here, it is card number 20 in the tarot is judgment, right? And so there is a decision that you have to make, but the Eight of Swords is here. So it tells me that maybe that there is a decision you have to make, but you're not really sure what to do about it. So you're going to not react, you're going to respond. And it tells me that you're going to be thinking about taking some sort of a risk here. So whether it's in love for some of you, or whether it is a risk that you're taking financially, great fortune is here. It works out regardless of which situation you're in. I feel like it works out for you here. Let's get some tarot on it. Tell me more about Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me more about Virgo, please. It's the roll of the dice. Now, this card number 20 is the Lee or the park. What happens there is like you go to a tea, or it's a gathering spot, or you go to a wedding there. Like it feels like there is something that is of great fortune, of great wealth, something that's going to happen to you though, because this great fortune card is number 26, and that is an 8, and 8s are about the self. So something is going to happen to you. We do have this 7 here that I believe that there is an opportunity that you're going to risk something for. Maybe you're going to risk something financially, possibly. But you might, 3434 might be an angel number for you. Got a lot of 2s. 22, 20, 26. A lot of 2s. But definitely we've got 2 34s and we've got 3 7s. Look, it feels like there's a lot of, you might be a person who's getting a lot of numbers, synchronicities, signs, and you don't know what's up, but you're like, why? Why do I keep getting the same signs and synchronicities over and over again? I think it's because something's about to change. And it feels like super positive for you, Virgo. Tell me about Virgo. Look at that. You're going to be celebrating something, Virgo. What's going on? Like this feels like so much exciting, fun, really good energy, some sort of a choice. You're going to take a risk, something you've been thinking about taking a risk about for a while. The moon is here. Cancer and Pisces energy. We do have the Queen of Pentacles showing up, right? The Queen of Pentacles is here. I feel like you're the one who's going to be making the decision. I don't think you can make a bad decision. Like, look at this. We've got sunshine in one door and we've got blue sky in the other. I don't think either one of these is a bad decision. Whatever path you decide to take, I think it's beautiful and lush and blooming and growing. We have the Three of Cups, the Moon, and the Queen of Pentacles. And then we have the Three of Wands. We have the Eight of Cups. There's a door opening here. I feel like, Virgo, that you have a door opening. It feels like if you do take this risk and you make this decision, it is a good decision, a good solid grounded decision that you're making. So it feels risky to you, but I feel like when you make this decision, it opens a door to something here, to stability, to celebration, emotionally, and I would say energetically or in action. Like it feels like there's something, a door that is opening here to something that you've been waiting for a while. I feel like it's abundance. It feels like what you've been waiting for is stability, financial stability, getting grounded, dependable. It feels like you've been waiting for it. You're like, where is it? Because I feel like the Queen of Coins looking over at the moon tells me that you feel that it's coming. Because Virgo, you're also an earth sign like me, right? You're my earth cousin. And when things are about to happen, it's like we get a feeling, and you're quite psychic, right? You're one of the more psychic signs in astrology here, and I feel like you are feeling that this is showing up. So I don't think that I'm telling you anything that you don't know already, but it does feel like there is something that you're no longer going to have to settle for, because you are now going to be shoved into some sort of stability. A door is about to open for you and everything's going to come pouring in. And I think the hardest part for you is going to be to receive. I feel like you're in an energy or a cycle now, Virgo, that a door is about to open. I'm looking at all the water pouring in here, and this is all emotion, deep emotion. I feel like you're in this cycle, or you're in this Your new chapter here is to learn how to receive love, how to receive opportunities, how to receive like kudos, promotions, upgrades. And it's all because you took this this risk here. Tell me more about Virgo. We've got the Two of Cups. It's everything, Virgo. It's everything. I feel like it's like a door is about to fling open, and it's going to give you all the things that you've wanted. It feels like you have hit some sort of healing level or understanding. It feels like somebody here that has Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter has been going through dark night of the soul. Things have been dark. It's been really heavy. You've been trying to find your way out. You're not really sure where to go. It kind of scares you. And I feel like you've been looking for help. When is the help on the way? The Queen of Pentacles is pointing into the past. Where is my happiness? Where's my excitement? I feel like it's right here. So the Two of Cups is here, and I feel like some of it is going to be emotional happiness. You're going to be taking a risk on some sort of relationship here, or that you're going to be taking a risk on somebody here who is going to show you their love or show you that they choose you. You're going to be taking some sort of a risk, but I don't think you're going to do it quickly. I think you're going to take your time to think about it and decide what it is that you want to do. This is a time, I feel, that is teaching you, after a really long time of being sort of shut off and shut down here, not being very vulnerable, that this is a time of vulnerability. This is the new lesson for you. I really feel like it's time for you to be vulnerable, and it's time for you, because you're the person who's always in service, right? I know this about Virgo, because I know Virgos in my life, and they're always the person who's like getting the coffee and let's go out by the fire and let me set up things for you. And like you're always trying to take care of other people. I have an uncle who's a Virgo, and he's the one who's always been the caretaker of the family. And so I feel like now you're a person who used to do it all for everyone. Now you're going to have to, in this cycle, get used to people doing it for you. And it might be a little uncomfortable because the moon energy is here. You're going to have to be courageous. I feel like this is something new that you have not experienced before. And I feel like love and money and promotion and all of that is coming at you all at once, friend, here. We've got, there it is, the Queen of Cups. Yeah, sudden wealth and love. Sudden wealth and love here. Look, marriage is on the books. Yeah, you're going to have a hard time making a decision. It feels like everything's about to change. That's what the owls are about, right? They're about transition. I feel like it's going to be a hard transition for you. It's going to require you to really use your intuition. We do have card number 12 here. It does feel like it's about some sort of a partnership that you've been waiting on, because this here, we've got the 7 of Diamonds, which is the 7 of Pentacles in the bottom of the deck. It feels like it's something that you've been waiting for. I think that you knew it was coming because you're sort of looking back here going like, when is mine? I feel like now it's showing up, that we do have the Queen of Cups and Strength. I feel like this love that's coming at you is like super deep. This is somebody who now wants to care for you. You're the caretaker, but somebody now wants to care for you. You're going to have to be strong, courageous, I feel. Because it's going to be tough for you. I do feel that this is something that you've been waiting on, and I feel like in your life you're like, I'm not going to settle. I'm not going to settle for the things that I don't want. I'm going to be shut off and shut down. I'm not sharing with you if I have to settle for something. I don't think you're going to have to settle for anything anymore. I think the wait is over for you. Tell me about the 8 of Cups. What were you settling for? Or not wanting to settle for? Yeah, so you're like, look, I'm not going to settle. I'm waiting for a wish fulfillment here, which I think for you is somebody who you're deeply connected to, someone you can trust, someone that you feel like you've known forever, someone who's really truthful and honest and transparent with you. I feel like you're getting it all, to be honest. We do have the Magician here. It's because you've manifested it. Look, I feel like you've manifested it. You've manifested a truthful soulmate companion, but I feel like it's going to cause you to take a bit of a risk. I'm just going to grab a different deck here because I feel like that there is some sort of a risk that you're going to have to take, or it might feel like it's risky for you. Tell me why why Virgo is going to have to roll the dice. And I feel like it comes up 11. And this is card number 12. So I feel like there's a progression. 11, 12. And lots of 7s. Jackpot, man. It feels like, look, if you're going to Vegas this week, if you're going to Vegas, man, you need to get on the blackjack table or wherever they're rolling the dice here. Roulette. Yeah, that's what it is. Tell me about this this risk, please. Tell me about the risk. One more. All right. What is this? Ooh, you're running at the risk. We got the Chariot energy. Look, it's victory. It's victory, and it's like you've already made a decision. I think that you will take the risk because we do have these 2 signs here. It says this way and that way, and this person's pointed to that way. So you're going into the future here. We've got the 8 of Cups, and we've got the 5 of Cups. So I feel like the risk that you're taking really is something emotional, because I feel like you've suffered emotional loss, and I feel like you've decided over that emotional loss that I'm no longer settling for something that is not for me. So I feel like you're in deep thought here, and I feel like you're not going to make a decision quickly. I feel like you're going to sit with it. It's a huge decision that's going to put you in a place of changing the trajectory of your life. So this one small risk that you're taking here is going to change everything for you and your posterity. So we've got the 5 of Cups. Yeah, your thoughts are causing a tower. Card number 16 is here. Your thoughts are causing a tower. This really is something you've manifested. Whatever it is, that's the biggest thing you could imagine. I think that it's all of it, honestly. I feel like you've been waiting for a really long time, wondering where it is. But celebration, love, stability, possibly a home. I'm no longer settling. I no longer am going to, you're not going to be allowed to be shut off and shut down. You're not going to be allowed to be miserly. I feel like a lot of things are pouring in all at once. You know, the King of Swords is an official person. It could be like somebody's coming to tell you that somebody that you grew up with or somebody that you knew in your life is willing you something. It could be something that is an inheritance. Tell me about the celebration. Got the 3 of Pentacles, got the 2 of Pentacles, and the 9 of Cups. There it is. So we do have a decision. I just need to be happy. That's what I want to do. You know what? It does feel like for some of you, as I was talking about something that might be going on with work, because we have occupation and the fish, and now we have the 3 of Pentacles. I want to say that somebody's been watching you. Somebody has been watching you possibly work, and they are making some sort of a decision that's going to make you incredibly happy. There's going to be a celebration here. But I also feel like there's romance here. Somebody that you may have been holding on to, or maybe you've just been holding on to the hope that love would show up for you. But whatever is showing up for you here is something that you manifested. And I feel like for some of you, it could be an inheritance. Somebody left you something that you're not aware of. It feels like that you departed from this person. You don't talk to them anymore. Like it could be someone who left the earth, right? It could be someone who left the earth and left you something. I'm not saying that someone's going to leave the earth. If this is your story here, it's because it's already happened and you already know about it. The Devil. Why is the Devil here? Because the Page of Swords. Somebody's watching you obsessively and is about to give you some sort of reciprocity. This is future energy. There is something that is changing. Ooh, boy, is it changing. We do have the Death card and the Wheel of Fortune. So it feels like transformation. You're transitioning to a brand new cycle. The Wheel of Fortune is now moving forward for you, and boy, is it ever. Look, divine timing is here, and everything is fortunate. Changes. Look, if you're not one who deals well with changes, this is going to all terrorize you just a little bit. But I feel like this is a season where you have to learn how to receive. Because I feel like you're receiving someone who is obsessed with you, someone who wants to love you like from head to toe. That's the Queen of Cups, dote on you, care for you, take care of you, feminine or masculine, right? And it does feel like you're going to have the courage to be vulnerable, because I feel like for a long time you were not. But I think you can trust the person that's arriving, if we are talking about a person. But for some of you, if you're just here to know about finances, look, your finances are about to escalate, about to take off here. And I think it's because of some really small risk that you take. And I think it's something that you would never suspect would turn into something huge. I think it is like they're going to offer you, like I said, like a lateral move. Like, we're not going to pay you anymore, but we'll give you a title, and now you have your own team, but we're not going to pay you anymore for now. It's like maybe an acting position. It's going to skyrocket, I feel. It's going to happen quick. The scythe is here. And things happen super quick. Like when they were farming with the scythe back in the day, they kept it really sharp, right? And it's happening super quick. The asp here, or the snake, is also something that happens super quickly. It might sting just a little bit. Maybe not for you, maybe for others. But there is some sort of big decision that's coming up here, and I think you're supposed to roll the dice. We've got the 7 of Pentacles here, and we've got the 8 of Pentacles in the reverse. I don't feel like you're really going to even have to work for it anymore. Do you know what I mean? It feels like it's going to strike a little bit of fear. It's like you're going to worry that this is not what it looks like. But I feel like you're about to go on a new path. The 7 of Pentacles is about throwing the seeds of intention and then nurturing that. I feel like someone's been watching you with your work on display, someone who's in the workplace who has been watching you, and your hard work is about to pay off. I don't think you're going to have to work as hard as you used to any longer. Okay, I don't know who those messages were for, but I'm going to leave that right there. I don't think that you see it coming. You might feel it, but you don't see it. And I feel like you've been sort of looking back here, wondering what's going on and what's arriving. But it's going to be great celebration. And that's pretty exciting. I'm going to go for now. Thank you so much, Virgo, for being here. I appreciate you. I'm going to go for now, but I'll be back, right? Because I'm always back. Love you guys. Bye-bye.